Page 3. Exercise C. Photo story. Read and listen to people getting to know each other.
I'll bet this is your dad.
Yes, it is. Dad, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Susan Grant.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Susan. Samuel Pike.
Great to meet you, too. But please, everyone calls me by my nickname, Susie.
And just call me Sam. So what do you do, Susie?
I'm a photographer. Oh, I'm sorry. There's my husband. Ted, over here.
Sorry I'm late.
Ted, this is Kara's dad.
Oh, how nice to meet you, Mr. Pike.
Likewise, but please call me Sam.
Page 3. Formal titles. Listen and repeat in the pauses. Men.
Mr.,
Women.
Ms., Mrs., Miss.
Marital status.
married,
Single.
Page 4. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to people meeting someone new.
Who's that?
Over there? I think she's new.
Well, let's say hello.
Good morning. I'm Alex, and this is Lauren.
Hi, my name's Catherine Gao, but everyone calls me Kate.
Great to meet you, Kate. Where are you from?
New York.
Page 4. Exercise B. Rhythm and intonation. Listen again and repeat in the pauses. Then practice the conversation model with two partners. Page 6.
Positive adjectives.
Beautiful.
Famous.
Fantastic.
Great.
Handsome.
Terrific.
Wonderful.
Page 6. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone identify and describe a person.
Hey, who's Lucia Micarelli?
You don't know? For real?
No. Is she famous?
She sure is. She's a great musician.
Where's she from?
The United States.
Exercise B. Rhythm and intonation. Listen again and repeat in the pauses. Then practice the conversation model with a partner. Page 7. Pronunciation. Intonation of questions. Exercise A. Use rising intonation in yes-no questions. Use falling intonation in information questions. Read and listen. Yes-no questions.
Is she an architect?
Are they from Canada?
Information questions.
What's their occupation?
Where are they from?
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 8. Before you listen. Exercise A. Vocabulary. Personal information. Read and listen.
Nationality.
Birthplace.
Hometown.
Now listen again and repeat in the pauses. Page 8. Countries and nationalities. Listen and repeat in the pauses.
I'm from Japan. I'm Japanese.
She's from China. She's Chinese.
She's from Canada. She's Canadian.
They're from Argentina. They're Argentinian.
He's from the UK. He's British.
We're from Turkey. We're Turkish.
Page 8. Listening comprehension. Exercise A. Listen for details. Listen to each conversation and write each person's nationality and occupation, and check yes or no to indicate whether the person has a nickname. Exercise B. Infer information. Now listen to each conversation again and complete each statement. Conversation 1.
Mr. Yilmaz.
Please, call me Serhat.
Okay, Sarat. Is that your nickname?
No, it's my first name. I don't have a nickname.
Tell me, what's your nationality?
I'm Turkish, actually. I live in the capital, Ankara, but my hometown is Izmir. That's a really beautiful city on the Mediterranean coast.
And what do you do?
I'm a computer programmer.
Conversation 2.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's Keiko Nakamura?
That's right, but all my friends call me KK.
So tell me, Miss Nakamura, what do you do?
I'm a graphic designer, actually.
Oh, how interesting. And where are you from?
Well, I'm from Japan. I live in Tokyo, but I'm originally from Osaka. I was born there.
Conversation 3.
We're talking with Pilar Rodriguez?
That's right, Pilar.
Pilar Rodriguez. No nickname, Pilar?
No, just Pilar.
Okay. So you live in Uruguay, right?
Well, I live there now in Montevideo, but I'm actually from Buenos Aires in Argentina.
And what do you do, Miss Rodriguez?
I'm an interpreter. I work for the Uruguayan government, actually.
Do you travel for your job?
I do a lot. I often go to Buenos Aires, Brasilia, Santiago, Chile.
Conversation 4.
So your name is Anthony Harris.
That's right, but most people call me by my nickname, Tony, so it's Tony Harris.
Mr. Harris, tell me what you do for a living.
I'm a salesperson. I work at a large electronics store in Chicago, in the United States.
So you're American?
Actually, no. I'm from Toronto, Canada, but I've been in Chicago for over 10 years.
So Canada is really home for you?
That's right.
Page 10. Reading. Read and listen.
Who uses English?
This is Mitsuhiko Tanaka, a computer programmer at an international publishing company in Japan. He is originally from Sendai, but he works at his company's offices in Tokyo now, where he lives with his wife, Tomiko, and their young son, Hiro.
English is very important in our work. We use it to communicate with colleagues who speak many different languages at our offices all over the world,
says Mr. Tanaka.
We also get visitors several times each year, so we use English for our meetings.
At home, Mr. Tanaka gets new ideas about computing from websites in English on the internet. He also uses his English in social media to keep in touch with friends all over the world.
Meet Leticia Marcus. She works as a financial manager for a Swedish automotive company in Curitiba, Brazil, where she was born and raised. She is single and lives with her parents.
I use English every day,
Miss Marcus says.
We use it in most of our emails and meetings and for calls to Sweden, the US, and France.
In her free time, she likes to watch movies in English.
It's good for my pronunciation,
she says.
This is Hamza Itani, an executive assistant at a 4-star hotel in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. Mr. Itani lives in Dubai now, but his hometown is the city of Beirut in Lebanon. At his job in Dubai, he uses English every day. Business travelers and tourists from many different countries stay at the hotel, and English is the most common language they communicate in.
Sometimes our guests need a tour guide, and if I'm not too busy, I use the opportunity to practice my English.
When he's not at work, Mr. Itani enjoys watching English language TV.
It helps me a lot,
he says. Mr. Itani is married and has a 1-year-old son.
Page 12. Review. Exercise A. Listening comprehension. Listen to the conversations. Conversation 1.
Is that man over there David Egan?
No, that's George Decheverry. David's not here today.
Who's George Decheverry?
He's the new manager.
Really? Where's he from?
He's from Marseille, in France.
Conversation 2.
Who's that over there?
Her name's Sonia Pereira.
What does she do?
They say she's an artist.
Is she from around here?
No, she's from Sao Paulo.
Oh, so she's from Brazil.
Conversation 3.
Are you from around here?
No, I live in Miami, actually. The name is Mark. Mark Zaleski.
Hi, Mark. I'm Lila. What do you do?
I'm an interpreter. I work for SBT.
You're not from Miami originally, though, are you?
As a matter of fact, I was born and raised in Warsaw, the capital of Poland.
Conversation 4.
Is that Marjorie Baxter?
Yes, it is.
I heard she's the new office assistant.
That's right.
Is it true she's from Australia?
That's what I hear.
Now listen again and write each person's occupation and nationality. Top-notch pop song. It's nice to meet you. To read the lyrics and sing along, turn to the end of this book.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Johnson. Please just call me Stan. I'd like you to meet my wife, Mary Ann.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. What do you do?
Actually, I'm a teacher at the Children's Institute. The little kids are really cute.
That sounds nice. Where are you from? Somewhere far or near?
As a matter of fact, Chicago is my hometown.
Could you say that louder, please? How did you end up here?
My father was a salesman, we moved all around.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. Who is that?
Let me introduce you to my new friend Eileen. She's a chef and she's 19.
It's nice to meet you, good to meet you, pleasure to meet you. Goodbye, take care.